Here for day 3 to talk about week 3 of the March Content Challenge. If this is your first time here, you don't even know what the March Content Challenge is, you can head over to my blog, the CraftPrint.com, and you can print out the monthly, and then I have the weekly content calendars. Also too, you're going to see me looking from side to side, because on this side I'm live on TikTok, on this side I'm live on YouTube, right? So I have 2 devices in front of me. So the March Content Challenge is basically a challenge to help people who feel like they don't know what content to create, specifically in the crafting area. They're not being consistent with their content. So the challenge is going to help you be consistent. So we have a theme for every day, which is not exactly a theme. It's more of a prompt to let you know what you can post for every day. And we're going to do this from March 1st to April 1st. And basically, by the time you're done, you should be a little bit more familiar with posting often, figuring out what to post, type of post you can make. So that's what it's for. A few years ago, I did a live encouraging some other crafters to start showing up a little more, start going live, and they said they needed help. And that's where the content challenge was kind of like birthed for me. And I do it about twice a year. So again, at the blog, thecraftprint.com, you can just go, you can read more about what the challenge is, how it's going to be helpful, how do you join, should you join, all of that stuff. You don't have to pay, it's free. Just start posting with us. We do have a specific hashtag, it's hashtag CPC26. So CPC26, and that way we can see each other's content, engage in each other's content, and encourage each other throughout the month of March going through the challenge. Now, the earlier you go get this, the better. You can prep. You don't want every day to come and you are rushing to figure out the content to make for the specific day. So Saturday, I'm going to be working on day 1 to day 7. My goal is to record all 7 days. That's the goal. So that next week, I don't have to sit down every day figuring out what to post, you know? So today we're here to talk about week 3. So what I'm here to do is basically read off the prompts for the day and help anybody who feels like they don't know what in the hell to post, even with the prompt that I give you. So week 3 starts from the 15th to the 21st. We have Sunday Fun Day, an infographic, what a mess, try something new, twinning, I don't know who needs to hear this, and unboxing. So those are the 7 days. We're going to start off with Sunday Fun Day. Is anyone, either from TikTok or YouTube, is anybody confused with what you would post for Sunday Fun Day? Or do you feel like that's self-explanatory? Or no, you need help? Now, if you are starting a website or starting to sell, you want to make sure you're not doing too much personal content to the point where people are not thinking about your business. So make sure if you're going to do Sunday Fun Day, you mention something about your business. Maybe something you're prepping for your business. Maybe you're not doing anything at all for business on that day, right? But you're going to mention that every day of the week, I'm working on different things for the business, but Sunday is for me. Sunday Fun Day, and this is what I do. So there's ways to not talk about a specific product, but also mention it, if you get what I'm saying. So on Sundays, for me, that's going to be, well, it has been, even though I've been working, my day off from everything. I work full time and then I have the crafting. Sundays, I try not to do any of it. That's just relaxed day. So, excuse me, I ain't sleep much last night. I haven't been feeling good. But anyway, I would post about what I do on Sunday and just mention that Sunday is my off day, but during the week, I'm working on the blog, I'm working on my content, I'm working on products, whatever it is. So there's ways for you to go along with the theme, but still bring it back to somebody else. And don't forget, you want to try to have at least a call to action for each post. It's not necessary, but it's good for engagement. So let's say if I mention something about what I'm doing on Sunday, but I'm not working, my call to action could be something like, what do you guys do on your Sunday? Or do you guys have an off day? What do you do on your off day? That way you're encouraging your followers or just somebody who finds you to engage with your content. So when it comes to Sunday Fun Day, everybody good? Need a little bit of help? You understand. I need a little bit. TikTok, I don't even know what TikTok is. They just be banning me from lives at this point. But I want some participation. I can't help y'all if you don't let me know what you need help with, you know? So you got to help yourself in order for me to help you. And that's participation. Whether it's, I'm good, I got it for this day, or I need a little bit more context, something. I'm lost. I don't even know where to start. Anything. Hey, girl. So the next day is an infographic. Does everybody know what an infographic is? I also pulled up some examples to help you with. So infographics, y'all can tell I don't be using this iPad often, right? Now here is where you can go into Canva and use Canva, get a template from Canva. But it's basically like a flyer that has information toward your business along with images. Was that the food? Tavon?
Huh?
That was the food?
What?
Oh, I thought you went downstairs for my food.
Oh, no.
Just keep up with Tyler for when they deliver. So let's say I want to, okay, so a lot of us are doing party decorations, right? Let's say you decide to do a bundle. So an infographic could be basically a flyer where you give us all the information for the different pieces that you can get in the bundle. So something like that will make a good infographic. So let me give you guys some examples. Hold on. These are not party examples. I actually have not, come to think of it, seen a lot of infographics within the like paper crafting, now that I think about it. I think people use infographics with more like information with like percentages and things like that. So you can definitely stand out by doing it for your packages. So hold on. Right here, this is a very simple infographic. Let me just get it. This one is something just very simple. You can make it more detailed. Let me get some cute ones. Look at this one. This will be good for party favors too, because I like the way they have it numbered, and then you write the party favors. And what you can also do with an infographic, have each of the pieces and then have the price. I'm live, Tavon. All right. So at the top, you can have the bundle price and then show all of the pieces. And then you can also put the individual price for each one if somebody wanted to order it separate. That way they know ahead of time. Separate pricing for that, group pricing for the whole thing. So that's basically an infographic, you know? And it doesn't have to be fancy. Some people do some a little fancier than others, like this one. Y'all can see that, right? I'm trying to keep it where it's like in the middle and you can see it from both lives. So there's a lot of different types of infographics that you can do. So I'm challenging you to create an infographic for your business. Day 17, what a mess. Self-explanatory. Show me your mess. Don't be ashamed of a messy classroom. It's the most relatable content, I think, within the crafting community, because a lot of the times you can scroll craft rooms and they look just perfect and beautiful, and you think like that's what your content is supposed to look like, when in reality you're just seeing a piece. I always use my background as my example. It looks clean, organized. If I was to flip the camera, it's a shit show. So show us the mess. Some of my best performing content is my messy craft room, honest to God. So show us the mess. We can all relate to it, basically. For the 18th is try something new. I don't know yet what my something new is going to be. I'm trying to think of something I've never made that I'm going to do. But I'm going to try something. I have sort of an idea of what I want to do as my try something new. Twinning. Now, when it comes to twinning, you don't have to literally like twin with a person. It could be like I could put two machines together and act like they're twinning. So I want you to use your creativity to create the content. Twin some projects. Like I said, with your let's say you want to sell a package. That could be twinning. The cake topper matches the cupcake topper. So there's creative ways to go with that theme and also promote your product to your customers. Day 20 is going to be, I don't know who needs to hear this. So this is your opportunity to give some advice. Usually if you have like a controversial take on something, that does very, very well, because people like to argue in the comments, or they like to correct you in the comments. They like to be combative. It's just how people are. So I don't know who needs to hear this, and give your information. Um, Try to find something that is like trending at the moment. Maybe something that people are talking about. Maybe a theme. Maybe a show. Um, Thing that you notice people do a lot when it comes to crafting or business. So just don't be very vague. Give us a reason to come and debate with you. People like that kind of content. I don't post too much of that though. But every time I do it, I mention crickets. So I would start off by saying like the best cutting machine is a cricket. And then the most recent one I did, I said the best cutting machine is a cricket, but you don't want to get new crafters confused, so don't have them fighting over that. And I said the best thing to do is research the machines and then you choose. People came into my comments already before, they didn't even listen to the whole thing. All they heard was the best cutting machine was the cricket. So they came into the comments to mention, oh no, Silhouette is better. That's the bait right there. My point had nothing to do with the best ones. My point was to let beginner crafters know, if you listen to multiple people, you're going to get multiple answers. Do your own research and you choose which machine was the best for you. But people hear the first thing and it already clicks to them. Like, oh no, I don't think cricket is the best. I think this is the best, or I think that's the best. And they run to comment, and that's where engagement happens. A lot of creators, you'll see really crazy takes on random shit because they want that controversy and they want that engagement. I try not to do too much content like that because I don't want that type of engagement. I don't want the back and forth all the time. Come, let's talk about crafting. Don't be fighting me down over which machine is the best, because guess what? We all spending our money and the fucking company's just sitting back and having a good time while we argue with each other over which machine is the best. So I more like to teach people. So for me, my take will be more of, I don't know who needs to hear this, but there's an alternative adhesive for this. There's an alternative. If you don't have this machine, use that machine, something like that. So for someone who's trying to sell a product, a good thing to let people know, as in like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you don't have the budget for a shaker topper, I can still make you a really nice cake topper for a little less. So something like that, and it's promoting your business. So it doesn't have to be a hot take. Like I said, bring it back. Most people are trying to be consistent with their content to build their business. So make the theme come back to you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I do. So maybe there's a product that you make and sell that people don't know. You know what I'm saying? What about content for starters? Starters can do the same thing. We're talking about Friday the 20th. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm about to start selling cake toppers. There you go. Introduce yourself. On day one, that's an introduction. You can start your introduction off by telling us about you and telling us that you are starting off. You decided to join this challenge, and we can follow you along for the journey while you do things like that. So you can do starter content. It doesn't have to be all the time. You actually have a website or a product. So like twinning. Do something where you're twinning with your craft room. There's two products that look alike that you want to sell. You're trying to figure out which one to sell. That could be something with twinning. You can always bring it back as a beginner, right? And also too, I do mention that if you feel like when you get to one of the prompts for the day and you really cannot figure out what to do, I want you to still post content. It doesn't even have to match the prompt. The point is, I want you to get familiar with being consistent. So I don't want anybody saying, I didn't post today because I didn't have anything to go with the prompt. I don't want to hear it. I want you being consistent. So post whatever you have. It could be a video of you walking in the craft room and you just saying, good morning, guys. Going to start off the day by making some new products. Going to start off the day by researching something. So I want y'all posting something. Don't just tell me I couldn't figure out any advice to give anyone. Now, unboxing. That's the 21st. That's the last one for that week. Every day I'm coming on to talk about each week. Run through the list. I'm going to go over again, but you can go to my blog and print it out. So it's a March content challenge that I'm having. I have a prompt for every day for you guys to help you create content every day. So by the time we're done, you kind of are more familiar with being consistent and how to create some type of content. So unboxing. Let's say you didn't buy anything. So you have nothing to unbox. You can just tell me about something you bought from the store. It doesn't have to be in a box. One time I did an unbagging of my Uber Eats. It doesn't have to be. Talk about, do you like watching unboxing videos? Tell us the most recent unboxing video you watched. Maybe you're starting a business, you're thinking about a cutting machine, so you watch an unboxing video on that specific machine. Talk about that. And it drew your interest. Good evening. And you're thinking about going towards that. So you don't have to have a product to unbox. You understand? Unboxing is just basically the idea I'm dropping in your head for that content. Let's say you get to unboxing day. You can't figure out what to post. What do you do? Somebody tell me, what do you do? If you get to one day, you can't figure out anything that goes with the prompt. What are you supposed to do? Who remembers, what are you supposed to do if you get to a prompt? Somebody, anybody, nobody. No class participation today. Okay. Are y'all going to be posting in March? Or I'm going to have to come on here yelling? I'm going to have to bring out the bat for y'all I see in March. If you get to a day and you can't figure out what piece of content to post for that prompt, what are you supposed to do? YouTube, y'all real quiet. What y'all supposed to do if you get to a prompt and you can't figure out what to post? That's right. What's that? Ramona, post anything. I don't want you saying, Shondell, I couldn't figure out what to post for the day for unboxing, so I didn't post at all. You got to remember that, especially if you're looking to start or to just keep building a business, you want to sell something, I will not buy from you if I don't know what you're making. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're doing. I'm coming to your account to see that. That's your portfolio right there. So if you aren't posting your products, your services, people won't even believe you're real. So you got to show up on your accounts, right? Unpacking a crafting business challenge to build. I'm doing this like somebody fucking said it. That's an AI summary. I thought it was somebody's comment, child. I thought one of y'all was participating and understood. I'm losing it. Hold on. Tyler, track my food. All right, so to anyone that just coming in, I just went over the 3rd week. So every day I'm going to be coming on at 7 p.m. Eastern. I said 7 to 8, but I'm just going to finish. I've been finishing early, so we just going to end it once we give out all the information. So I'm going over every week. So we already did week 1, week 2. Text him, Tavon. I just went over week 3, and tomorrow we'll go over week 4. But I'll read it out to you guys. So day 1 is introduce yourself. I'm just going to read them straight out. Introduce yourself. Bestseller. Layers. Favorite things. You should see this. An aesthetic photo. Share your space. Shipping day. Share your goals. Something I wish I knew before.
He's in the bathroom. He don't have his phone.
I think it said like 7:40. Handmade. Client testimony. Before and after. Upcycle. Sunday fun day. An infographic. What a mess. Try something new. Twinning. I don't know who needs to hear this. Unboxing. My biggest struggle. A tutorial. Can't live without. B-roll content. a year from now, to-do list, ASMR, mini vlog, storage solution, your biggest supporter, and on April 1st, you're going to put what I learned within the last 31 days. What do bestseller is your question as a newbie? So if you're starting off, you don't have a bestseller because you haven't started selling, tell us your prediction for what you think your bestseller is going to be. Maybe somebody else had a bestseller that you purchased that's going to help you with your business, something like that. So there's ways to create the content even if you haven't started yet. And again, if you feel like for you, you still can't figure it out, I just want you to post something. Tell us about how far you're doing, what you're doing, batching, what's stressing you out. People want to hear your honest opinion too. I want you to show yourself in your content. Show your personality. Show up. Let people understand who you are. A great product is always good, but a lot of times people will shop from you when they start getting to know you, when they like you and things like that. I've gotten to a point where I have customers who refuse. I stopped selling products multiple times, and I still have customers to this day that I still service because they refuse to go to anybody else. So I have like local bakers where I always make their cake toppers. There's no for them. I shut off my Etsy shop, but they text me with their orders and I still do things for them. There's been times where people have asked me like, do you sell this? Because I want to buy it from you. I don't want to get it from anybody else. So once people get to know you, they're going to want to shop with you. Show your personality. Don't be fake. Don't think I saw this creator and she was so funny and people loved it, so I'm going to come on here and be funny. If that's not your personality, don't do that shit. People could see it right away, and then you're going to be frustrated when you got to put on a whole show just to show up. Be yourself, and you don't got to worry about a whole production. You just come on. When I come on here, it's just me. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. I tell people ahead of time, I'm a little cuckoo. Today, we're talking about something, so y'all getting a nice, calm craft print. Usually, we be doing a lot of nonsense. I'll be cursing. I'll be talking shit. We be talking nonsense, but we enjoy each other's company. So that's just how I am naturally. So you want to do the same for yourself. If you feel like, well, my personality is kind of boring, show it. You think everybody in the world like loud, crazy, nonsense cursing? No. Some people want the quiet, calm introvert to sit down and watch. So it doesn't matter what your personality is. That's what you show in your content, and show up as you. I didn't challenge y'all asses to going live, and y'all kind of lucky, and I might add it on later. I ain't put it in here for y'all to go live, but I might just drop a live day later on in the month. Not a live day. Maybe I just do it where you have to go live at least one time if you've never gone live before. Try it. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to show your face. Thank you. And I hope you guys, I hope it's helpful as you go along. And I'm not going to be going live every day for the month of March, but I will be popping up and going live, and I'll let y'all know. So you could come in anytime and ask questions. You need help. You're still trying to figure that shit out. I will be here. I need to get back to like crafting live. I just have to get everything in order. Just to plan it out. I think I'm going to do like small projects that's in Cricut Design Space. That way we can all go to it and access it, and that way I can also save it in my profile and people can find it. But any questions for me, any comments, any concerns, anybody still not sure what the challenge is about, you want to print out the calendar, you don't know where to go, any questions about crafting? Anybody, well, they didn't announce what it was, but Cricut did say they have a surprise tomorrow, which I'm really upset about, because this year I said I don't want to spend money. I'm focused on being better, spending, saving, and here go. Today, Coach had a drop, but by the time I got to the Coach website, the notebook that I wanted was sold out. That was gone. Because I don't need to be buying nothing else. But yeah, I'm trying to be better financially because I am very irresponsible with my spending. So tomorrow we'll see what drops. I've been hearing through the grapevine it's going to be an Explorer 5. I honestly don't need a new machine. So I should not be buying it. So I'm going to try my best to restrain myself. It's gonna be hard, but I'm not. I don't need it. I don't need it, especially because I closed down my Etsy shop, so I'm not selling anything. It's just teaching, and what I have is enough. That's what I saw too. The Explore 5. I didn't hear them mention a maker, so I'm wondering. They usually bring them out together. I would prefer them not do it together because if I can't resist the urge, I'm gonna want both. I don't care about joys. They don't stress me too much. So you can go to my blog, thecraftprint.com, and I'm doing a content challenge just to help people be more consistent and be able to create content throughout the whole entire month. So we're posting every day in the month of March. There's a prompt for every day. If you cannot figure out anything to post with the prompt, I still want you guys to post. You heard it's a print and cut machine. All of their machines are print and cut at this point. Are you saying like it prints its own? The machine prints also is what you're saying? I didn't hear that one. I just keep hearing Explore 5. You're welcome. I don't know if it's going to print and cut. I don't know, Jal. We'll see tomorrow. I probably don't even need to look. Did they say a time they're gonna post it? I think I'm gonna do lunch break live for us to talk each other out of not getting it. The only person that really needs to buy a new machine is somebody who was in the market already to buy one. Most of us don't fucking need another one. We don't. We just can't see nothing. I'm guilty of not being able. I come on here sometimes and I feel like I need to have everything that everybody got. And this is why the credit cards look the way they look and I'm stuck paying all this shit back because I don't know how to resist the FOMO when it comes to craft supplies. We'll see tomorrow. We shall see. A joy, I'm not worried about the joys. I don't know. To me, it makes no sense when I have a regular size one. You know what I'm saying? But what I do realize, right? What they need to focus on, an embossing machine. Bring back a new embossing machine. They discontinued the embossing machine, and I think they need to bring out another one. Also, to the luggage. Y'all remember the luggage? I actually pulled out my luggage, my Cricut luggage today. Why not bring those back? Like another color. You know? They had like a hanging tool organizer many moons ago. Bring one of those. I don't know. I feel like it's just the same thing over and over. And of course, it's just the beginning of the year. So God knows what the other companies are going to be coming out with throughout the years. Throughout, 2026. So let's pray for our pockets. And hopefully we don't overdo it. So is it tomorrow? Why am I seeing somebody say Friday? Is it tomorrow or Friday? It's tomorrow, right? All right, so somebody's Michael's posted it by accident. So I don't like the way it looks. I don't like this. Or it won't be sold on Michael's until Friday. But what I want to know is it an all-in-one or will it just be a cut? Y'all let me flip y'all around so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Hold on. Okay. YouTube, y'all still want to be here? Tyler? I need this child looking. I need you to track my food. All right, this is what I'm looking at. Hold on. Child. So this looks like a Facebook group discussion. right? And they're showing the machine here that I think a Michael's. It looks like a new easy. Is this a new Easy Press down here too? Yeah, it's like a new Easy Press. The Joy is ugly. What the hell? I don't like the way it looks. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm squinting to look at the box because it doesn't say anything about printing. It just says 12-inch cutting machine bundle. So it's just gonna be another. And I'm reading writes, draws, foil, and more. It looks like it's doing the same shit. We'll see tomorrow. Yeah, I think the 26th, right? Tomorrow's the 26th, right? I think this is saying Friday because in Michael's it probably won't be able to be sold till Friday. Yeah, people complaining. I will complain too. At this point, yeah, that's all I've seen so far about it. We'll see. When they drop machines, they usually have like a group of influencers that already has the machine that can tell you about it. So hopefully tomorrow we'll see some more. Let me just flip the cameras. All right, so tomorrow we'll know. We'll see. You have one that you never used? You gotta take that baby out and use these machines. We paid for them. We gotta use them. I'm saying that, but I teach with mine. So I'm having a March challenge to what does the machine do? I have no clue. I'm waiting for tomorrow to see. I don't know. So the March challenge is a content challenge that I have to help you guys post more, be consistent, and just get familiar with creating content every day. You can go to my blog, the craftprint.com, and you can print out the full calendar. I was just elaborating on some content that you guys can make. Lakisa, that's what I was saying. It's not cute. The machine is not cute. Like the way that they changed it, I don't like the way it looks. This year I did say I'm going to learn how to use my silhouette and my Juliet. Maybe that'll be my challenge to myself for after March. Let me do this challenge, John. I'm going to challenge myself to learn something new about, maybe once a week I learn something new about each machine. Yeah, the Joy don't look cute at all. It don't. It don't. It does. It looks like a fake Cricut. Anywho, I did pull out my luggage today, so I said I'm gonna make some content with that. Also, too, before March, tomorrow it drops. So what do y'all plan on posting tomorrow? Let me hear about that. Especially as a crafter, what do you plan on posting tomorrow? I need class participation. If you didn't plan on posting tomorrow at all, say so. You don't know, say so. Let's talk about it. I'm actually... Tavon, yeah. Double check with your brother for my food.
You know what?
Can you double check with your brother for my food?
He need to get out the bathroom.
I'm gonna give you that. TikTok, I'm gonna pause y'all for 1 second. I'm about to check it.
Alright.
Was this TikTok? Yeah. Yeah, Tavon, he's on the corner. All right, I'm back. That's what you're posting, right? Exactly. So tomorrow, with them dropping a new machine, that's what you should be talking about. Anything. Did y'all see the new machine that dropped? Are you getting it? You could just post something like that and see what people have to say. Oh, I saw the new Cricut. I don't need it. I'm not buying it. I saw the new Cricut. I just feel like I'm missing out on something. I gotta buy it. So tomorrow, that's what you're talking about, because that's what's going to be trending. And most of all, the complaints are going to be trending. Like, why the fuck y'all bringing out another machine when we probably want you to work on Design Space? I was hoping they brought out a new embossing machine. You know what I'm saying? So talk about that. Talk about maybe, well, the new machine, but I would prefer them do this. So tomorrow, this is what's going to be trending. So that's what you should be talking about. All right? Right. That's the thing. Whatever, you are the content. What you're going through right now is the content. Let's say tomorrow, or I'm just watching. Record yourself talking about, I'm just looking to see what it is that Cricut is going to post. You can even post that tonight. I want to see what Cricut is posting tomorrow. You're the content. I'm frustrated. I don't want to post today. I don't want to be bothered. That's the post. I signed up to be a crafter because I wanted to sell really cute shit, but this creating content part is pissing me off. I'm not a content creator. Record yourself saying that, and that's the content. Whatever it is you're doing, what you're going through, what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, what you're selling, what you're starting, what you plan on doing, all of that is your content. It does not always have to be a full-on product, a full-on production, a full class, a full tutorial. Let us know what's going on with you. The hell are these kids doing? So, are we good challenge-wise? It seems like we're good challenge-wise. Tomorrow I'm going to be back 7 p.m. and we're going to talk. I'm going to go in detail about week 4 and give you guys ideas if you need ideas on things to post. Also, too, if you can, select one day a week where you could dedicate maybe an hour or 2 or 3. I usually spend a couple of hours on the days that I do batch, that you can batch record a few days of content. You don't want to have to sit down and record or edit or take photos every day. So, batch record. Saturday, I'm going to batch record like, maybe I'm going to sit down for like 4 or 5 hours and try to record everything for Sunday to Monday. Also, too, you don't have to always post a video. You don't have to always post a video. You can post a carousel of photos. A carousel of photos is basically like 3 or more pictures. Just also make sure when you're posting photos, post a few for people to swipe through and look. Right? So, y'all ready for this challenge? Y'all ready to be consistent? Y'all ready to post every day? What the hell is that? Thank you. Oh, the soup. I couldn't eat all day. My stomach is just... I have some extreme heartburn, and I just been feeling horrible. This soup is going to do me some justice. Right, quick 5-second videos. It don't have to be full-on tutorials and all those things. Pictures. Also, too, to anybody that either just came in or didn't hear what I spoke about the last couple of days, you can make this content and post it on multiple platforms. I will be posting all of my content on every platform I'm on. You ready to come back, Lakisa? I'm ready for you to be back. So when I wake up in the morning, I go in and out of each platform and post that video that I have for the day. Stories are good, but this is not about stories. Because guess what? Your stories disappear in 24 hours. We're posting on our timelines. If you're on Instagram, post it there. Facebook, go post it there. TikTok, go post it there. YouTube, go post it there. Pinterest, go post it there. Threads, go post it there. Some people are on Twitter. I'm not over there, but post it there. Anywhere that you are, post it there. I don't know what it is lately, but YouTube, child, it just be some Crazy folks finding me over here. I thought TikTok was the crazy place, but YouTube has been some crazies just popping up. Yeah, I did too, and I found myself falling off again where I'm leaning into crafting more than anything else that I said I didn't want to do. I want to focus on my health first. But I noticed but also too, because of February, I think to get my mind off of being depressed about my mom, when I want to do that, I distract myself with more work. So I was pushing myself into more work. Oh Lord, here we go with this crazy shit again. YouTube. So I'm trying to still do what I'm doing, but make sure I'm focusing on my health as well. Permanent vinyl on fabric with backdrops. Mine won't stay. If you're putting, what kind of backdrop? It would be HTV. When I do backdrop, it's HTV. Unless it's a plastic backdrop, then you would use permanent vinyl. But if it's like a material, it will be heat transfer vinyl. Yeah, the crazies have been finding me on YouTube. I don't know what it is. But I try to tell people too, don't also let crazy people on social media hold you back from showing up. You can't avoid them. No matter what's going on right here. Child, it's time to take this hair out. No matter what you do, there's gonna be crazy. There's just miserable people on social media, but don't let them distract you from what your goal is. Somebody come on there saying some crazy shit, delete the comment and block the ass. And continue doing what you set out to do. Don't let people stop you. Most of the time, it's some miserable goon at home. They ain't got nothing better to do with their life. Don't let those fuckers stop you from what you need to do. So, any other questions? If not, I'm going to go and try to drink this soup and see if I can feel a little better. I will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to discuss week 4, and I'm going to go over some content ideas that you guys can probably do if you need help figuring out what to post for each day. Sunday is March 1st. Isn't that crazy? Sunday is March 1st. That is the first day of the challenge. That's when you should be posting. You won't know the best time to post for your account until you start being consistent and you can look at your analytics. For me though, in the morning is always best for me. 7:30-ish. Between 7:30 and 8 o'clock always does well for me. Or like later in the evening. Midday, I don't know. Nobody don't see my shit. So I need to have my content done and edited and ready for the morning. So a spandex fitted material. Yeah, you need heat transfer vinyl for that. Yes. I think I know what you're doing. I actually did that recently. My sister bought, it's like the oval arch pieces and then the spandex material you slide on and they have the different colors. You need the heat transfer vinyl. And what I used was the handheld heat press. I put the spandex thing on and I leaned the backdrop on the ground and then heat pressed it on. Let me see if I can find you and I'll show it to you. But it needs to be heat transfer vinyl.
Oh my gosh, you look fat in that shirt.
You talking to me, bitch? Don't worry about it. Let me see. Did I post it on here? I think I posted it. Oh, so here.
If you're thinking about getting the Venture to make large cutouts, you should definitely get it. I made this Friendsgiving sign.
So right here, I cut the vinyl on the Venture heat transfer vinyl. And this is me like laying down and heat pressing it onto the actual backdrop. So you need heat transfer vinyl. The CraftPrint.com. That's my blog. The first blog post there. I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so when you go to the blog, you're welcome. You're going to be here. right? And you're just going to scroll to the first article right here. This is what it looks like right here. And that's the one you're going to click read more. So the title is How a 31-Day Content Challenge Can Help You Grow Online. And then right here, you see it says read more. You're going to click read more and it's going to take you to that blog post. There's going to be a pop-up. That is an ad. Just hit close. And then it's going to take you to the full blog post, right? You can scroll. Here is just explaining to you what the challenge is. How would it be beneficial to you? What we're going to do, how to join. It's free. You do not have to pay. So don't let nobody come tell you, send $5 to join the CraftPrint content challenge. That ain't me, baby. That's somebody trying to scam your ass. It's free. Here, then you're going to go down. This is the little photos. Right here says click to download. And also these highlighted pink words, I also have them there. So if you click on any one of those, you see the download here? It's asking me to download. It'll download straight to your computer. You will not get the pink background. It's going to be a white background. I removed the pink background so y'all don't have to waste money on ink. Use the ink to make your products that you're going to sell. So we're not trying to waste, our ink on things. So that's where it is. You click it, you get the free download. You're going to get the page with the full month. And then you're going to have the individual weeks. Now, there is a hashtag. Hashtag CPC26. This is the hashtag we're going to use when we're posting all over socials. That way, if you want to, I always forget what fucking word. Engage. If you want to engage in other people's content, hit the hashtag and see. If you're trying to see what people are posting for the day so you get a little inspiration for what you want to post for the day. Hashtag. Okay? I don't think you're allowed to follow hashtags anymore. Y'all know how these social platforms always changing some shit up. Before you were able to follow the hashtag, so it would always show up on your timeline. That was on IG. I think they've removed that feature. So we won't be able to follow the hashtag, but you're going to use the hashtag on your content. IG only allows 3 hashtags now. So you're going to use CPC26 and your other 2 hashtags need to be the most relevant hashtag to what you're posting. Think of, let's say today you want to post, what's a theme that's trending right now? I don't even know what the kids are liking anymore. Blue's Clues. I'm old. So let's say you wanted to post your Blue's Clues cupcake toppers. Think about your customer, right? You want your customer to find your product. What would the customer put into Google or Etsy to find that product? Are they just going to put cupcakes? They're not going to put vague words like cupcakes. They're specifically going to type in Blue's Clues cupcakes or Blue's Clues party supplies or Blue's Clues party. Blue's Clues party decor. Those are the hashtags you're using, okay? Just think about if someone was searching your product, what would they search to find it? Those are your hashtags. So IG only allows 3. So I've been just keeping 3 and copy and pasting and using 3 on all my platforms. You can, like when you're posting on another platform, go in and add a little more. It would be best. I just do copy and paste all over my platforms because I don't got the time for all of that shit. Like I told you, I work full time. I do this. I have a YouTube. I have 2 IGs that I run, 2 TikToks that I run. I have a Facebook. I have Pinterest. The blog. I have a website where I sell craft supplies that I barely be mentioning and always forgetting that I want to close down, but I got to send out the products to close down. I just have a lot of shit going on. Then family, friends, and a non-existent but existent but non-existent but existing relationship that I'm juggling here. So I ain't got the time. I'm copy and pasting all of my captions, same everywhere, same piece of content. If you have the time to sit down and record separate pieces of content and create separate hashtags, that's even better. I don't. I really don't. Some days I forget my own name. So whatever makes it easier for me is what I do. All right, guys. So any other questions before I go? Tomorrow, I think I might just pop in and do a lunch break live. on here most likely because it's craft related for us to see how we feeling about this new machine, even though I would have preferred a embossing machine. And we could chat and let's see how much it costs. Is it worth buying? I just feel like I can move these up and put that one there. But I don't like the way it looks. Like it's not I wouldn't say attractive, but it's not appealing to me. I don't know. The design, I don't like it. But anyway. Embarrassing sounds good to do. What do you mean? Embarrassing sounds. What kind of embarrassing sounds are you talking about here? Hello. Who's Robin? Oh. Who's Robin? YouTube, you don't feel me, child. You really don't feel me. So it seems like nobody have any questions. We're good to go. We're good to go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. A little chat for lunch break live. And again, 7 o'clock for us to go over week 5 of the content challenge. Make sure you go and you print out your calendar so you can start now and Saturday recording and batching things up, okay? Lakeisha, I don't know what is happening with YouTube lately. I don't know. It's usually TikTok where the crazies be finding me. But this week, definitely YouTube. But have a good night. Peace in the Middle East. Let me say bye to YouTube first because I don't know what's happening. Peace in the Middle East. Rain in Spain. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And for the lunch break live, I will only be going live on TikTok. Just one platform for us to chat and see what's happening with this damn machine. But I'll be coming back YouTube, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.